Hi everybody, I'm Kathleen Byram, and I'd like to read to you from my book, Conversations with Dawnkey, A Bipolar Journey. I want to read to you the essay called, What's Wrong with People? What is wrong with people? It's so much easier to just love people. My friend's dad said, and it made such an impression on my father, everybody has problems. It's like the Good Will Hunting scene. Keep saying it to yourself until it sticks in your head and the light bulb comes on. Everybody has problems. I used to work as a courier. Sometimes someone would ask me for directions in the building I worked out of. I would draw a map or show them a map and show them exactly how to go. Invariably, someone would show up and say, No, don't do it like that, let me tell you. Finally, it came to me. People are not always honest. Not everyone knows how to read a map. This had never occurred to me. I assume everyone knows what I know and more. The guy couldn't come up and say, maybe you'd do better with verbal instructions. May I tell you the directions? Or something like that. And nobody seems to say, I don't understand maps. Could you tell me a different way? So you have to figure these things out for yourself. Why people are doing what they're doing. This is a challenge. See, it was okay to push me rudely out of the way, but not to insult the driver's ego by suggesting he may not be able to read a map. People hide things. They have challenges as children, like dyslexia, for example. Someone may have treated them unfairly because of it. They may even be ashamed. They grow up learning to hide it because it's like a disability that keeps them from keeping up with the rat race, so to speak. Some people never learn to read. I knew such a man. He was born poor, married poor, had 10 kids, and left behind real estate and money to his wife when he died. He worked his butt off. He drove all the way to Florida. I never noticed any problem. He knew he couldn't read road signs, but he knew what things looked like. His wife helped him. He had to make do with what he had. He didn't go around telling people he couldn't read. He didn't go around telling people about his problems. I remember when we owned the medical equipment business. I was working one day in the office and an elderly man came in. There was some paperwork he needed to read. I immediately thought of the aforementioned man, and without thinking, I asked, trying to be helpful, if he would like me to read it to him. He became instantly furious and said he could read. And I looked at him and thought, my papaw can't read. Who do you think you are, acting like that's a disgrace? It angered me. But instead I apologized, kissed butt, and was mortified too that I had hurt his feelings. It's not that I thought he couldn't read. It's that I know when you hit middle age, your eyes start going, it seems. And when you're elderly, well, lots of patients would ask me to read stuff to them. But anyway, yeah, people have problems, and they may hide them. That's why I recommend the Dawnkey method of loving everybody. Because you don't know why they may be doing what they're doing. You don't know their fears, their anxieties, their challenges, all these things and more that make them up. I was about to wrap this up and I remembered someone. Years ago when I was taking care of a lady, her husband was a thorn in my side and a heartache. He did not seem to like me. He certainly did not like when I smoked. Outside. Rarely. He was gripey and mean-spirited and complainy. Once he complained because I made their meals look too nice. What else did I have to do? I didn't have enough work to do. The wash was always done by another shift before I could do it. I would have loved to have done the wash, as it would have been something to do. He comes to me and says, "I see others washing the clothes. How come you don't?" One time his daughter made a roast and overcooked it. He complained bitterly. To me, of course. He thought I had cooked it. His daughter spoke up and told him it had been she. He immediately perked up and said, "Oh, it's wonderful." I won't go on and on. He was just a jerk. But I found out why. It had to do with the death of his child. He never got over it. You just don't know why. Don't know all the reasons. So you have to give people the benefit of the doubt. Employee behind the desk in the surgery waiting room. I'm sitting and she calls my name and mentions insurance. I panic. For reasons. She sees my panic. She informs me that I have blown her hair back. She jumps me verbally. I stared at her, horrified, and then it hit me. "Are you having a bad day?" I asked kindly. She didn't say another word. She immediately went into adulting mode. She immediately checked herself and was extra kind and friendly to everyone who came in after that. All it took was that one kind sentence, and she knew I was sympathetic. I would much rather have that outcome than a fight on my hands. Who would win? Who cares? It would be miserable and gut-wrenching. Why not be peaceful and loving and effect a positive change? Conversations with Donkey, A Bipolar Journey by Kathleen Byram. That's me. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that you will take just a second and hit the like button. And if you'd comment, I would be absolutely thrilled. Thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.